League Battle Build, here with another video, getting into our first Remix Great League Go Battle League battles. And to start off this meta, I want to start it off right, because as we get into the Remix Cup, there have been 10 Pokemon banned. I will not name all 10 off the top of my head, because I do not remember them all. But I will throw a link in the description of this video, so if you want to know what Pokemon are banned for Remix Cup, you can check it out there. And because of those bans, I feel like the Great League Remix Cup is going to create a meta around a lot of double charm strats and a lot of double steal strats. So we put together a team to core break that. We have Beedrill on the lead with Poison Jab, Drill Run, and X Scissor. Defense Deoxys in the safe swap with Counter, Thunderbolt, and Rock Slide. And Whiscash in the back with Mud Shot, Mud Bomb, and Blizzard. Beedrill core breaks the double steal and double charm team comps really well. Aside from Bastiodon, Beedrill performs really well against Medicham, Registeel, all Charmers, and Medicham again. Oh, no, I lied. Bastiodon's usually the lead for double charm. It depends. People run their strats however they want. Typically what's consistent is the two steel types and the two Charmers. I do see a lot of Medicham leads, though, with the double steel strat. And then Defense Deoxys and Whiscash are not weak to Charm, which is huge off the top. None of these Pokemon are weak to Charm. And they perform very well against the steel types of Registeel and Bastiodon, dealing super effective damage in the forms of Counter and then Mud Shot and Mud Bomb. So this has been the team comp I've been rocking with so far for some Great League Remix battles. I've done 2 sets so far down there. 3 and 2 in both of them. This team does have a bit of a weakness against Flyers. Defense Deoxys is your best option against Flyers, and then Whiscash with Blizzard, but you really need to get shields to make Whiscash work well against Flyers, because Beedrill is just weak with it. Now, what you could consider, thank you for the follow. Ooh, beautiful lead right off the bat. Exactly what I'm hoping to see here. What you could consider on Beedrill is potentially running Sludge Bomb to have that Flyer play. But what I also like to have is Drill Run for the steel types. But at the same time, I do have a lot of great coverage against the steel types. So maybe I could swap it to Sludge Bomb. But I've only been playing a small sample size. I gave it a test run. This is the YouTube set. This is the non-copyright music. And you're seeing this team as early as I could potentially get it out. But I am liking this team a lot. So they're going to get off 2 body slams here with their Vigor off safe swap. So far, things are lining up really well. I'm not going to commit the first shields. I'm over farming being greedy because I have a positive matchup here. But Vigoroth is extremely spammy. Now, the positive thing here, aside from the fact that I'm dealing super effective damage and they're dealing resisted counters, is that they can't counter me down. So I can let 2 body slams go through like that and not be too phased about it. I'm assuming the Ninetales will come back in, which is also part of why I wanted to overfarm, because they're going to get some charm energy there, and we want to get off a super effective Rock Slide. Doesn't do a bunch of damage because Defense Deoxys' attack stat isn't amazing, but still super effective. Still does about 2/3, so we take that. Okay, let's see what their last Pokemon is, and is match number 1 going to line up beautifully or not? Because hopefully they just, you know, they show me what? Registeel, Bastiodon, Toxicroak. We 100% take Toxicroak, and we get a top left on the first match. Now, everything lined up beautifully there, but the team did exactly what I wanted it to do. And the main focus of this team is the Beedrill lead, because Charmers and Registeel are going to be everywhere. And Beedrill does, again, very well with the moveset. You have to keep in mind, Drill Run is a legacy move because it was a Community Day move from some months ago. So, you definitely need to either, have participated in that Community Day, or maybe find a local that could trade it to you, because it was fairly recent and we had another recap Community Day in December, so had another opportunity there to get Beedrill with Drill Run. And then yeah, pretty much that kind of covers it. No, wait, yeah, previous Community Day allowed us to evolve it. Yeah, and this is lining up exactly how I want to line up. Okay, and I got the exact safe swap that I would love to see. Not exactly a Registeel or a Bastiodon, but really couldn't draw this up any better. So let's just make sure the last Pokemon is something that Defense Deoxys handles well, because I could have also brought in Defense Deoxys here and had a positive matchup. So getting stuck between picking, which positive matchup can come back to bite me potentially in this match They're going to double superpower me. I'm not worried about them. They're debuffing themselves pretty early. The second one's going to do way less than the first one did. And we're definitely not worried about Thunder Shocks. It's almost tempting to Mud Shot down. Oh, alright, that was a mistake. I played that into CMP. That can cost me now. I did not want to do that. I might have honestly barely survived that, but that was unfortunate. If anything, I definitely, if I was going to commit as far as I did, I should have just not thrown it all. Okay, but the Wigglytuff comes back in. Not too phased by it. Hopefully that shield doesn't come back to bite me. But we want to keep things lined up because Beedrill has an amazing matchup on Wigglytuff. Get off a Mud Bomb at least for our troubles. They'll charm us down, not get a bunch of energy. And let's see what their last Pokemon ends up being. And we're not going to find it out anytime soon. Okay. I think... Oh, they snuck in the charm. This charm always goes through. I think they're like one charm away from an Ice Beam, which is why I wanted to throw exactly when I did throw. It was either that or CMP. Yep, CMP, even though we both got 2 more moves through. I'm going to shield this because I have a bunch of energy, and I'm still sitting in a good spot, and I got their shield. So their last Pokemon is a Registeel. So this worked out exactly how I would have wanted it to work out. This is a Charm Double Steel comp. So they took the 2 comps we were worried about and put them together. And you see how great of a matchup it turns into, even after I misplayed. And we make back-to-back opponents top left. Now, again, let me stress this. So I'm only showing you one set. It's a small sample size. But I did go positive in the first 2 sets. And this team comp does have that flyer weakness I mentioned. But it's setting out to go up against what's considered the meta, which is why those first 2 matches lined up so beautifully. Because I feel like when I put out videos on YouTube and people are like, but your Pokemon just lined up really well, it's why you won. Yeah, because I read the meta of the first day of Remix Cup battles and I knew what to expect. So you build a team around that, and then that's how the team comps end up lining up so nicely. But here's another positive lead. So I'm also expecting quite a few Defense Deoxyses. I think this will definitely be a popular Pokemon because it does pretty well against the Double Steel comp and isn't weak to Charm. Defense Deoxys is a big player for Remix Cup battles, and it's unfortunate that Niantic only brought Defense Deoxys into this game once. There's no reason why it shouldn't have reappeared by now, especially when they re-released Attack Deoxys, or one of the Deoxyses with the shiny, and they're like, nah, we're not gonna bring back any of the other ones, we're just gonna completely forget that we did that. Now my opponent just pulled a really good swap there, but I have a solid answer for what they just swapped in also. But hopefully losing this energy doesn't come back to bite me. Thankfully that was on a low muck, so at least the X-Scissor was neutral. But Whiscash will handle low muck fairly well. We resist a Sludge Wave. Dark Pulse is going to come through. We can tank 2 of them. You see how much the first one did? We can definitely survive another one. But we'll throw a Mud Bomb here, see if we can force a shield. Probably not. This Mud Bomb doesn't take out. I might, for safety reasons, end up shielding again here. And Mud Shot down. Oh, perfect. I thought they were going to get to another Dark Pulse. That worked out exactly how I would have wanted it to work out. I'm expecting the Defense Deoxys to come back in. I think they built the 2 Psycho Boosts. They were in for quite a while, so there's no reason to get greedy and overfarm too much more. And I could throw a Mud Bomb here, get a little bit more chip damage in. There's the other Psycho Boost I was expecting. This should take me out. I hope I don't survive like a sliver of health. Oh, okay. I might have survived with just enough health there because Whiscash is very thick. It's definitely what I would say the thickest Mudboy. Defense-wise, I could be wrong. Somebody could check the math on that. And now they have a Steel type here. But here's our double Steel type coverage. And as much as I'm at a shield disadvantage, I'm feeling fairly good right now. So they're going to go straight Flash Cannon here. Focus Blast will be resisted. I'll shield the first one, just to make sure that Defense Deoxys puts in work here. I could Rock Slide bait, It's kind of a bit unnecessary. That Defenseox is pretty low. It does not have a bunch of excess energy. I don't mind taking a Flash Cannon. I'm sure if need be, I can get to Charge Move on Beedrill. Let's make sure I play this out right. Because another Flash Cannon takes me out. You know what? Maybe we Rock Slide now. Because maybe this will definitely get a shield. They want to keep Register alive. Perfect. Perfect. Because we throw another... If we throw 2 Thunderbolts, we get outpaced. I probably could have gotten to a Thunderbolt there from baiting, but I also don't think I needed to, which I did not need to. Oh, their Defenseox is dead. Why don't I remember killing that? That's awkward. When a team works out so well that you won by a bigger margin than you were expecting. But that's a positive set right off the bat with this team comp, and I think Beedrill has some great play in this meta. Now, the only Pokemon I'm not sold on this comp, this team comp of 3, is Whiscash. Because as much as it has Blizzard for flyers, it's just not enough. So if you're not liking this comp for that reason, I would probably recommend dropping Whiscash somewhere. But I think the Beedrill Defenseoxys core works amazingly for all the double steals and all of the double charms you're going to see in Great League Remix battles. Let's get into match number 4. So we've got Beedrill on another Alolan Ninetales lead. Just, you know, you think it's a coincidence. You think I'm just getting lucky with the algorithm. It definitely would appear that way, the algorithm. But this was all planned. But you can tell me in the comment section that I don't know what I'm talking about and I'm trying to act too smart saying that this is all planned. I get it. I know how my YouTube viewers can be. Some of you, not all of you. Very specific niche. Regardless, this is another solid situation to be in. Let another Body Slam come through. It's not going to get us low enough. They can't counter us down. And we will counter down their Vigoroth and have energy for their Alolan Ninetales. And throw a super effective Rock Slide. They will try and charm us down. And this will again fall to what their last Pokemon is. Last time was it Charm, Vigoroth, and Toxicroak? Was it a Toxicroak the first match when we saw this core? I mean, I don't mind seeing another Toxicroak here. This could be a Psyshock. I don't see a Psyshock killing us as much as it's super effective. It's not a Psyshock, so I'm definitely happy. And this is GG. Oh. So is that going to be 3 top lefts in 4 matches? That's 3. And again, I had positive sets before this. The YouTube set has just culminated into exactly what I would love to showcase. Let me know. Honestly, tell me in the comment section if you've been seeing a lot of these same Pokemon that I'm running into right now. Because when I first started when I was first building this team and expecting the remix meta, everything I'm seeing right now is exactly what I was expecting to see. Now, of course, the meta is going to change and adapt over time, so I'm going to get this video out shortly after I finish the stream, and who knows, by tomorrow, the meta will probably change. So, again, I want to get this content out ASAP and hope that, you can have success with this team comp also. Now, Jellicent. Jellicent is something to worry about because it obviously has a very good matchup against Defenseoxys, and Beedrill and Whiscash don't have bad matchups against it, but they're not ideal. We can't do any super effective damage to it. We're dealing resisted poison jabs because of Jellicent's ghost typing. The Shadow Ball's gonna hurt, so I'm gonna shield. And I'm gonna get baited. And we're gonna lag. And we're gonna get Shadow Balled after getting baited. So this is not ideal. But Beedrill, tanky enough to survive. Does this force the shield a debuff drill run? That was a great play on their end by baiting. It forces a shield, so I'll get Hex down, which is still not ideal, because they'll still be able to Shadow Ball my Whiscash, or potentially Bubble Beam it. But again, not every comp you're going to run into is going to be perfect. And Jellicent was definitely something I did not prepare for, which would showcase why this team might struggle against it. But this match is definitely not far from being over. We're going to get double Bubble Beamed. I don't mind that, because it's not doing a bunch of damage, and once their next Pokemon comes in, I'm going to swap. Now it really just comes down to if they're prepared for Whiscash and Defense Deoxys. So we'll find out shortly. We'll get out this Mud Bomb. Should take out the remaining health. I'm double debuffed. We're going to swap. They have a Medicham and a Sableye. So this is definitely a very good comp to handle the current comp that I'm running. This one just straight up hard counters me. This is not a great comp for all the double charm that they're going to run into, because one Wigglytuff will shred through both Sableye and Medicham. Or not, yeah, Wigglytuff, Alolan Ninetales, whichever. And then Jellicent is not exactly a counter to Charm, but this team comp is countering, I guess, my anti-meta team comp, so it overall works itself out for them, and they will definitely pull off this dub, and we'll go 4-1 in this set. But what I'm definitely expecting to see as I continue to do more remix battles is more of the first 4 matches, but every team is going to have a counter and be countered. And I was gonna say I probably played that into the worst CMP possible, but this doesn't matter at this point. I don't know if this Mud Bomb is going to take it out, but Medicham with a little bit of energy and the health advantage that it has definitely wins this. So I could top left, but also had a chance to Blizzard the Medicham, so that was kind of tempting. But this should be a Psychic. This will take out my Whiscash's remaining health. Oh, okay. It's a weird-looking Psychic. Very weird-looking Psychic. You want to throw an Ice move. I'll throw an Ice move back real quick. I'm sorry. This is unnecessary. I apologize. You know, the first 4 matches, they top lefted. I gotta extend this video. I gotta make sure it hits that 8-minute mark so I can get the ad revenue. So I couldn't back out. I'm teasing. But GG's, we take that 4-1 set for sure. And I hope that the meta remains how it was for the first 4 matches. I'm repeating myself at this point, but I hope you're able to use this team to have some success. I definitely think this is a viable team comp to use. The only thing I would probably recommend potentially swapping out is Whiscash. But let me know how your first Great League Remix battles have been going. Let me know what comps you're using. Let me know what you're running into. Please tell me in the comment section below if you're happy about me getting this team comp out ASAP as Remix Cup dropped, because I'm going to continue using this team. I like it a lot. Please don't forget to drop a like, comment, or a subscribe. Or if you're in the Twitch stream right now and you're here for the first time, a follow. It's free. It's greatly appreciated. But on that note, thank you all so much for watching. Try to get you as much Remix content as I can. And Open Great League is still running alongside Remix Cup. So I might have a couple shoutcasts for some Open Great League battles. Let me know if that's something you want to see in the comment section so I can make sure I get it to. But I'll see you all in the next